one certainly knows. We're live.
We are live. Kip, Rob Fritz here, joined by Kip Moen. Kip, Friday night hockey in Roseville.
Yeah, buddy, it's the city of roses, but I don't think there's going to be a lot of Valentines delivered back and forth tonight. I think it's going to be good old-fashioned hockey. Penalty box right in front of us. I think it'll certainly have some occupancy tonight.
Yeah, beautiful setup here. Double-sided arena. I haven't been here in a few years. I was telling you on the way home, but how about that turnout for the pregame and the postgame?
Yeah, there's a good vibe. You know, they see the snow melt. Days are a little longer. Everybody's feeling a little bit better about life. But this is stretch time for the hockey season. You know, I counted up. Probably about 11 games left for the Hornets. If you count 3 at state, 3 in regions, 4 more district games, and then, of course, tonight's scrimmage. So we're getting down to that time of the season where you are who you are, and games like tonight are important. It keeps us sharp, keeps the boys after really our last game Monday, probably not our best game, but we finished stronger every period. We got better, and we learned from that. I think we'll see how we come to play tonight.
Yeah, hopefully the boys don't take these guys for granted. You know, it's not a District 6 game like you mentioned. Roseville, I think, was a little highly touted early in the season. Haven't had the greatest of records as of late, but you know what? Everyone's going to get ready.
They're on a heater
in your barn on a Friday night.
Absolutely right. I mean, that's what you want,
right?
There's no secrets that Edina's got a bullseye on their back. Number 2 in the state. Number 1 team is War Road on paper. War Road, I don't know how much metro action they've had, but you know they've got the top half of the state covered. The Hornets have taken care of all the teams in the metro. I'm going to point out one player, number 9 tonight, Jimmy Zavril. Turning back time a little bit last year as a Bantam B1 at this rink, got checked badly from behind into the boards. Head contact, it was called late in the game, and it sat Jimmy out for a few last year. So I know this arena, and I'm sure a number of these players were on that team last year from Roseville. He will be, as he always is, ready to roll. So.
Yep, Jimmy, one of the leaders on this team, captain, plays with an edge, right? I mean, he's definitely a physical player, but he also has the skill set to put pucks in the net. So.
Yeah, he keeps his focus where it needs to be, on the ice. So this will be big boy hockey. You know, Roseville is probably not going to try and sort of skate us, do anything fancy, but they're just going to go in the corner and they're going to be big. Looks like they're running 2 pairs of D, 8 forwards, so here we go. Hurley, Perry, and Russ with Mesner and Azar on to start this one. Hornets in the road green. They're going to try and get something going back door, and we're just going to move it out. Big hit early there, though.
What we got in net? We got Scriber in net tonight?
I think you're right. Hornets giving up a little less than 2 a game, scoring a little over 4. That's a good combination to get a lot of wins. And they have. They've been on a nice run here. Got some good flow here for Roseville. Russ going into the corner. Cronin's coming on for his first shift. There's a collision. Hurley steps through. Hornets just need to know they're not going to sneak up on anybody anymore. Coming through the middle of the ice, Johnny Warp on for his first shift. That's a fresh new twig. Shiny, bright blue shaft there. Mesner down below. Gonna have to give a nice pass up to Johnny. Johnny's handled just fine. Through the middle, dumped in. He's got Colby going in. Minute into the first period. Colby around the net, using his speed, gets pinned into the corner, drops it to Warp. Moen on now at the right. Zavril floating out. Won by Warp. Warp's got chance. He looked high to Moen. Oh, no. Charlie's gonna get one through just off the pad. It got all the way down to the net. Good save by the goalie. Now the boys are buzzing down low. Zavril out high. Gonna come back. Cronin trying to find a lane. Lets one go. Now to behind the net. Trying to get a good bounce. Live boards here. So far, that yellow dasher. Oh, and a point blank chance. Just squeaks off the post, and they're gonna throw it out of the zone. It'll get on net though. Charlie, big number 4 there, is gonna have to grab it. Turns. Spins it up the boards to Cronin. And turnover out front. Just not a great pass. Didn't give Patch much to work with. And we're on a change at the same time, but it does come out of the zone. Olshey, Fritz, Colby's still on. Cronin's going to send it up the wall to Colby. It's going to get out to the right D. Coming out to the point. First shot here for Roseville. Sent through, handled easily off the stick into the corner. Fritzie's trying to chip it out. And out it comes. Icing is on, and they'll wave it off. Patch up the ice through the middle. Olschlager coming in. Vellner now at right defense with Richardson. 3 first-year defensemen that got enough frequent flyer miles where they're playing like second years. Oh, dangerous play, but nearly squeaked in that side post. Picked off through the middle. Hurley came in on a fresh shift here. Richardson will pull it back. Full change up front and in the back for Roseville. Ritchie just trying to move it down the wall. Sends one down into Hurley's lane there. Pulled back. Good skating Roseville team so far. They gave Shakopee a run. Shakopee for most of the season was the number 1-2 team in the state. I think number 1 for the most part. And attempted hit on Russ there, but he sidestepped it. Perry now in. Hornets need to touch up. Roseville gave Shakopee a 3-2 game. And it's going to bank all the way down. They waved off icing. Won't make it. Richardson's going to get there. Ritchie sends it around to Russ. Good quick ice here. And it's going to be skated out by Vellner. Vellner takes the pinch up the lane in front of his bench. D to D. They're just going to try and bank it down. Oh, and there's a turnover. They slapped that one through. Charlie didn't have time to even recover that puck. And here comes a counterpunch by Roseville. Good dangle there. Hurley steps through and pokes the puck away. Nice job by Ryan. Richardson jams it on the back of the stick there. And it's centered out front. Good alert save there. It wouldn't have gone in, but it was coming in some dangerous territory. That's a bad trip. That's got to be called. Not called at all. They're letting him play. That was a brutal diving slide under the feet of Russ with the puck underneath his stick. That was an egregious no call. I would expect the Hornets to get something out of it. Warp up on the pressure. Playing through the middle. And sent through. Pad save. Played to the wall nicely there by Azar. He got a stick on it. Here comes Johnny. Johnny's leading the rush. He's got Colby up the lane next to him. We're almost 5 minutes into period 1. Mesner on the right, Azar on the left. Out to... So this is that first early tax that you pay as a Hornet team. You're going to face the brunt of their flow and their energy early on. And it's going to come out to the top of the slot, played to the right side. Sent through, it's up in the air behind the bench, or behind the net. 10-minute mark. Warp's going to skate it out, plenty of freedom here. But every game, I've said it over and over, you expect the team to come out with a lot of speed. Excited to play Edina, and Zadro goes right to the front of the net. Net comes off. What do you see so far, Fritzy?
Well, you know, I'm just thinking about this Roseville squad. I noticed they only have 8 forwards, so it's either by design because of depth, or potentially they lost the player, maybe to the varsity.
I see they've
ranks.
got one sitting on the end of the bench too with the C on.
Okay.
No pads.
No pads, okay.
That might be something, but
Yeah, you're right. I didn't see him. I thought maybe
comes
he
out
was
to
an
Mullen.
extra
Mullen plays it on his
defenseman.
backhand over to Olshey. Olshey banks it back out to Charlie. Charlie gets it back to Olshey. Olshey's down low, trying to squeeze it out front. Patchy's there and a goal! Beautiful feed from Olshey and a finish by Hatch. That's the sort of tic-tac-toe connection you want to see early in that shift. Hornets get on the board. 5 minutes, 16 seconds into period 1. So if Roseville's wondering if Edina came to play, they did. They handled that early pressure out of Roseville, handled the zone for the most part in Edina's end, but Edina pushes one past the goalie, and it was a great play. Olschlager and Moen were along the wall. Charlie got it to Olshey. Olshey quickly D to D there over to Cronin. Cronin up the middle of Fritz, just behind him. But Olshey got that pass into some tight area there. Charlie pushes it off the wall, and Fritzy turned and spun it up, and it'll end up being icing. They'll get that call. They can't miss that one. Boy, they waved it off. Wow. Good no call. We'll take it. Otis for that bad trip on Russ.
Fritzy was looking for a rush on the quick transition.
Yeah, he was. He
there.
wanted that quick counter through the middle.
He was looking for Hatch on the quick transition. He just was a little bit too far in front of him.
Well, this is the part of the Hornet game that just continues to, game after game, exert pressure on teams very quietly, just very steady through the center of the ice. Good, solid defense. They don't absorb a lot of pressure up the middle. They'll step up and make plays. And we've got such good skating centers like that. Nice feed there by Hurley. Quickly over to Russ. Russ has got, that was from Perry, excuse me. Hurley was going up the middle, but, and Willie puts the shoulder in there on one of the wings. Dumped in off the net. Oh, dangerous play there. Good tie-up by Richardson, though. That was a winger coming down hard, and James put the body on him to squeeze him off the puck. And Hurley's going to go wide. We know how this ends. Oh, good save there. Going to be cleaned up by Perry. Low shot. Continues to bang it off the post. Ref's right where she should be. Coming up with a halfway point of period 1, and the Hornets starting to really squeeze into the forecheck. They're fast through the middle of the ice, Fritzy.
Yeah, this feels like one of those games that the Hornets can jump out to a 2-3 goal lead. I think they could really get away from Roseville, but if Roseville can hang around, keep it close through the second period, maybe get a greasy one.
It's a rested Edina team.
I think it happened.
They look very ready to play tonight. Russ loses the stick. Perry puts a body on. Good no call there. Good, solid hit. Hurley gets tripped, coincidentally there. Boy, Ryan Hurley on the body. He's getting stronger every game. It's going to come across here for Vellner. Vellner sends it through. Puck gone. Player still went through him. Johnny Warp comes on now with that fresh twig. Zavril, oh, what a feed to Warp. Warp trying to find some space. Colby trailed behind him, trying to find something that would stretch back. Richardson spins it behind the net. Colby there, gets squeezed off. Got a big defenseman. David just keeps moving his feet. Colby surprises people with his strength. Oh, and there's a turnover out front. Johnny Warp looking to put one through. Oh, he looks to the sky, wondering what happened there. D to D, Vellner catches it from Richardson. Richardson's going to come off. Azar's on, dumped in. 7 minutes left, period 1. Hornets up 1-0. Jimmy goes back door over to Azar. Azar spins it off, looking for a tip. Colby got it on the back of the stick. Over to Warp, down low. Oh, Warp gets tied up. Johnny Warp's paying the price out front. He's just getting pushed and hit. It's like trying to get a beer at a Wisconsin bar. Elbows flying everywhere down there. Oh, and you can just hear the collisions. Jimmy working down there. Johnny goes behind the net, not deterred. Out to Mez. Mez has got a rocket. Sends it through, just off the net though, knocked down. Boys, oh, right off the net. Zavril knocked that one out of the air. Made a good redirect, but living dangerously down low is Roseville. Through the middle, comes up to Colby. Colby steps through and just keeps working. Look at the body position on the boards there. Now Mez has got it. And David sends it down. He had
nice
a good
look.
chance there. Colby heads up hockey.
Really good
had
look.
Olshey coming in. Fun hockey here, boys. And a good low shot there by Azar. Oh, and there's going to be a penalty. Nope, not called. A little bit of stick work there on Hatchie, so now we're even. He used the stick to change the body angle there and could have called a hook. Wine fired. That was 4 feet wide. But a good rocket there by 71 for Roseville, the left defenseman. And it's banged out of the zone. Hatch got us on the board with the first goal. Nice assist by Olshey. Oh, that puck was way gone when they're coming in to hit. It's starting to get a little late down here. Turnover down low, out front chance. Oh, and a good clear. Goalie had to make the toughest save of the game there. Off it was squared up. 5 minutes left. Oh, and a turnover down low. Attractive move there, backhand, and he missed the far post on the soft little drop pass. Oh, we're going the other way. See if Hatchie can catch it. So get a little bit of loosey-goosey in our own end. We got to be better connected down low on our passes.
Yeah, it was a good anticipation reading that center swing pass, Roseville, and then he made a real nice drop pass instead of forcing the play. Quality scoring chance for Roseville. Those are the ones, though, Kip, they're going to need to capitalize on.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to get a ton of them. Those are the ones they need to capitalize if they want to stay close.
Carry on now, forechecking with Hurley. Hurley, look at that, just on the body, strips the puck away, mowing on with Cronin. Oh, and a knee-on-knee hit. They're going to catch Perry there. I don't know if Willie's trying to get out of the way, but that was a hard hit, and if injury looks to have happened, that could be 5. They put 2 up quickly, but refs may, you never know how they read that play. I don't think Willie had any intent to harm, but it's a knee-on-knee hit. I saw Willie trying to jump around him. I don't think there was any hard move made there, but that sets a tone that we don't want to see.
Yeah, you hate to see a player get hurt in a game like this, non-conference, non-district.
Coach there to give him, oh, he's reacting like something hurts. Maybe.
Where is it?
I'm looking at his left leg. I haven't seen got you, buddy.
All right, we'll take a TV side off.
Yep. So the coach is holding on to his left knee. That's what I'm worried about. I think they're going to try and brace him and get him up. We don't have any medics here. That's how quickly it can happen. Coming through the center of the ice there. They're going to put 5 up. Yeah, that's knee-on-knee contact, so 2 will turn into 5. So we'll have a major against Perry. And yeah, he's not putting any weight on that left leg. So that will draw the ire of Roseville, and this changes the complexion of the game dramatically early with the last 5 minutes of this period. 4:36 is what we had remaining. So it'll be a major. This sets Roseville up to be on the power play for the rest of the period. So they're going to bring on Moen and Cronin with Warpinski and Zavril. Hate to see that play. My glimpse at what happened there was 2 guys collided. But this will draw the ire of Roseville. Oh, there's a push in the back. Tried to push Charlie right in the back. Handled though. So we're going to have to square up. Good save out front, just off the net. Offit had to make a nice save. It's going to bank and out of the zone. Best save of the game. I keep saying that. So here comes Roseville through the middle. Cronin's got it. Got to watch back door. And he peels him off. Moen battling out front. They're trying to find a lane. 71's their ace. He's got the Evgeny Malkin number there. Pittsburgh Penguins, 71. He's one of their studs. So trying to set something up. They've got him moving from side to side. There's the play. They were trying to get an extra screen in there. Jimmy puts a body on. Minute into this power play now. 4 minutes left. Wines fires. There's one that went off the shin guard. Charlie blocked that one. And it's going to be played to the wall. The Hornets would love to get a change here. Off comes 71. Oh, and Jimmy's going to put some pressure on. Good effort there by Zav. It's coming out to the high point now. Moen there. They got to watch back door. Out to the point, and it's going to spin out of the zone. Good job by Zav and Warp to handle the pressure. So full change for Roseville. Moen's got it behind the net. He's just going to skate it out. Banks it up to Warpinski. Oh, behind him. It took a weird bounce. Johnny stays on. He hasn't lost any power. Oh, minute 30 into this kill. Goalie's just going to move to the side. Full change for the Hornets. On comes Fritz with Vellner. Richardson, and up is Colby in the play. So they're going with size and speed up the middle, and that causes a turnover. We've got Vellner back behind the net. He's looking for a good outlet, spins it up the wall. Keep your head on a swivel, boys. We've stirred the pot over here. 5 minutes left in the first period. There's a good pickoff by Fritz, and if he can beat him, I think he will. He's wide right now. And Fritzy gets a goal. Shorty! 2:31 left in period 1. Hornets get a shorthanded goal by an elite speedster down the wall with a high level of finish. Where did that go? 5-hole?
I couldn't tell.
Couldn't tell from the angle. He was on the far side. The goalie had him squared up, but the goalie was trying to stand wide, and I think he just gave him too many spots to target through. We've seen Fritzy put it up in the top shelf, bottom. I mean, he's a sniper. So that's a big one. 2-0. Still have just under 3 minutes to kill of this 5-minute major for Perry. They're talking to the guy on the bench. It seems like he's moving his knee a little bit. That's good, but he's standing up. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, we really want to see him back out on this ice tonight.
This is not a dirty Hornet team. We are physical in response when we need to be, and Roseville brought it early. They've skated through plenty of pucks that were long gone and traded paint early in this game against Edina, but there's a hit right in the back. That was exactly what I'm talking about. So that was in the back. He was 6 feet off the wall, but there was no thought to slow down, and that's as dirty as it gets.
Fortunately, he wasn't on the wall. Otherwise, that would have been extremely. That's a size mismatch. He's just going to go for a rough.
That's a bad hit. So undisciplined play by number 12 for Roseville cost them that man advantage. They still had 2:21 to go, so that's a lack of poise. That's just probably retribution in the brain.
Yeah, possibly.
You know, but it costs them that advantage. So got the shorty. Now it's 4-on-4. Advantage Hornets here. Mesner on with Azar. Hard shot. Good blocker to the wall. I'll tell you, they know where to put the stick to lose. There's another hit along the wall. That was clean. Hatchie steps up. This is his sort of game. He's not going to back down to anybody. Perry and Hatcher are probably 2 most consistently physical players. They've got some penalty minutes to show for it as well. but having them around regulates play for the Hornets. They're not going to take any guff. Olshey plays it to himself off the wall. Minute 45 left in the 4-on-4, and then the Hornets will have 20 seconds of 5-on-4. Minute 10 left in the period. On comes Russ. Russ waits for it to squeak off the wall, steps in, pitches off the play. He's our hard shot glove. This is a mature Hornet team, though. I'll tell you, we're not going to be as deterred as we may have been. First handful of games in the season, playing this sort of style is probably a little bit less comfortable. We've seen it against a lot of the teams. At the top of the heap, there's a turnover right out front. Hurley had a stick on it, and then it just got stolen away.
Well, Kip, I think what you're starting to see now is a Hornet team that's starting to settle in with the coaching staff.
Yep.
They're starting to settle in on some line combinations. They've got some, a lot of guys are understanding what their roles are, where earlier in the season, everyone was trying to still figure out who's who, what's what.
You're absolutely right. You're right.
And,
we're
we're
locked
starting
in.
to get a little bit of a sync now. We've got some power play units.
Oh, what a play by Crohn's there. Poked it away and then bodied him. And then makes a nice pass to Russ. Got stolen. Here, Charlie has to step up. And that's where our size and strength there. Crone made a great play, patch. And then Charlie on the other side, he's stepping up in the rush. Sends it up to Hurley. Hurley's going to be joined on the right side by Moen. Moen comes in. He's got Russ on the left side. Drop to Hurley. Oh, Hurley rockets one over the net. Pretty 3-on-2 going the other way. Now Moen's going to back check. Plenty of speed there. Knocks it out of the air. Flips it up to Hurley again. Let's redo it. Late elbow. You saw that by 71.
Yeah. Fortunately, Hurley saw it too.
He did.
He was able to avoid it.
All right. 24 seconds. 4 seconds. I got it right here. So
4 seconds left on the man on the 4-on-4, and then we'll have 20 seconds to kill off.
I like our effort that period, though. We came to play. We looked fresh. We also looked like, at this stretch run in the season, we needed a game like this. An opponent is going to square up and fight you head on. They're getting pinched in their zone. I'd say zone time there was probably 75-25.
Yeah, I would agree with you, Kip. Roseville can play, that's for sure. We've seen enough of their game scores on Youth Hockey Hubs to know that they're capable of knocking off top-end teams.
No question.
But the consistency doesn't look to be there maybe in their things. Hey, Sandy. So, but they certainly can play, and it looks like they may have lost one of their captains. So anytime you see a captain on the bench, it hurts you.
It's hard.
Right?
It's hard.
Because they're leaders on the ice, but a lot of times they're also some of the high-end skill kids as well.
What you really want is, your hardest working guys to be your best players, and sometimes when you lose both, like what we probably have there, and now they're skating around number 4. I saw his sock pulled down.
So that's good. He's got weight on it.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like he's 100%, but he's starting to put some weight on it.
That one's going to need some ice and rest. At this age, they have stem cells and growth hormones. These guys are ready to go.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, if it was a blown out ACL, you couldn't even think about putting some weight on it. But that move with the stride, you stress those ligaments in all directions.
You just don't know in a scrimmage like this if it's going to be worth it for him to come back if he can't go 100%. He needs to be able to protect himself, first and foremost.
You're right.
So if he can't go on it 100%, it's best for him to probably rest that. Like I said, this game doesn't mean anything.
It's been a season of, what are they doing here? It's been a season of risk from the very beginning with COVID, the tryout process. We made it now to where we're at, and Bantam hockey is filled with lots of contact. This is a collision sport at this level.
You're right, Kip. This is a little bit of a risk for both teams. You're playing a non-conference game. You've got the risk of injury. You got the risk of COVID.
Yep.
But on the flip side, you have to be prepared as we enter into the final district games and going into regions. And this might be
this is what it takes,
one of the top teams we see here.
No question.
Up until we're gonna have a good, solid
turnover down low.
team.
Mellner had it squeak off a stick there. Charlie's usually very sure-handed. That one just got through. Oh, Colby went for a play through the feet on Big 71. He is their ace. Now it's going to go right off the bench. All right, it's going to be 5-on-5 here in 3 seconds. Spun around, and now comes Willie Perry. Perry's going to come straight on. Watch your back, Willie. Willie's going to enter the play right away. Puts a body on. Hard shot's going to come up, and Russ has got it. Hurley's coming through the middle late in his shift. I think he's a little tired. And Perry's not tired. He's well rested. Period 2, Hornets up 2-0. Hatch got the first one, then Fritz got a shorty about a minute and a half into the 5-minute major. That one's barely onside. Chance down low. Richardson got there though. 71, everything seems to go through him. Hard shot, trying to get a backdoor move there. 21 was crashing the far post. Russ presses it up the wall. That one, Richardson's got it. Tried to one hand out of the zone, and he does. Warpy's on now. Watch Warpy dig. Here he goes. He's going to find a lane. Puts a hip on you, and he's a heavy player. He's an absolute unit, as the boys call him. He's a unit.
Kip, the difference with Warpy is he's not afraid to be the first one to a puck in the corner, right?
No, and that's a little bit of football. You know, he's a really elite football player. Leverage, understanding, low guy typically wins. He's got a strong base. He plays wide. You know, there's Azar, nice pintle on the wall as we're watching this. Zavral's gonna come out to the high slot. Zavy skates through, has it poked away. They're tough through the middle. Here comes a press. Azar's gonna have him shoulder to shoulder, and they're gonna call the icing. Good whistle there. Late whistle when the Boyers aren't sure, ends up being where you have the train wrecks.
Yep.
13:05 left in period 2. Hornets up 2-0.
That's why the NHL went to the hybrid icing, right?
Oh my God.
It's a race to the hash marks instead of the goal line now. And it's you know, there was a couple real bad injuries, and they made a good decision to change that call.
Hard shot.
Oh, that was
saved.
redirected, Kip.
Yes, it was.
Not sure if that went off a Edina stick or a Roseville stick, but that puck went off the ice and came up. Goaltender did well to glove that down, hold on to it.
Fritzy on the draw here, and he sees it. It just slipped off his stick, and he beats the puck to where it was going. Good play by Mez just to hold the zone. Azar on the left, Mezner on the right. Fritzy trying to go around the defenseman here. Oh, and a beautiful pass there.
Good power move there by
Olshey came off the wall. He was sort of sneaking back door. Oh, one-timer to Hatchie. It's looking pretty right now. Wines fire Mez, so the barrage is on. It's Pepperville. Number 40 earning his keep in net. Boy, that was a nice sequence.
Yeah, those boys moved the puck real well. We had a couple really quick decisions, like that play from Fritz going back door. I like the power move by Olshey. I also like the one-time shot off the pass from Olshey that Hatchie took. He just missed. There it is.
There's a goal, rebound by Russ.
That's the third goal we've seen almost.
He gets those. 3 or 4 now. He's out on the back door, and you know what?
He knows where to go. He positions himself really well on that
weak side.
On that weak side.
And he doesn't get too close to the net. He keeps his distance, so he's got space. I'll tell you, positionally, the scouting report on Russ, and of course we remember he was drafted as a Bantam B1 as a first year, which is always a good thing to make a team that level. And he came up when we lost to McCoy to the AA team. Was, you know what, you're going to like Nico's game. And it took him about, I don't know, 2 shifts to get very comfortable. Oh, there's a stretch pass all the way behind Cronin. He's there. And he's a finisher. Nico, every game gets more confident about what he can bring to the game. And there's a pass from behind the net out to the point here. Ricochets, Moen's got it, going to the wall. Charlie's going to skate it up and just chips it to Perry. And that one's going to maybe be a souvenir. Nope, right behind and out of the zone. Moen stepped through. There's a player for Roseville. Just lost an edge. Perry's going to come off with Russ. So third goal, Russ. They're about 2.5 minutes into period number 2. There's another high elbow. They could call elbows on these guys anytime now. That'd be good. Hornets doing a good job keeping their sticks and their hands down. Oh, Cronin was trying to feed one through, and that's just the white flag of icing right there. Happening pretty early in the game for Roseville. Zavral gives him a little love tap.
Well, Jimmy Z's asking for the video link. Put it up in the...
I'll send it.
I put it in the team chat this morning.
He's been up in Fargo.
Mike already sent it out, so you're covered.
Oh, there's a hit on Richardson. I think we're going to get, we're going to get a penalty there.
Yep.
So Richie got one high and hard, and that's going to cost the white jerseyed Roseville Raiders. Explain it to him. This is Bantam hockey. You got to keep your hands down. You can't come clean them out through the helmet. So a penalty there. I'll tell you, this is costing. I think it's the same kid, 12. So that's his second penalty. he's got to keep his focus. He's losing his mind a little bit and hurting his own team. Bringing on this power play is not an ideal scenario. Cronin on the left, Richardson on the right. Warpinski and Zavril on. Quick feed over to Richie. Richie back out to Moen. Richardson goes for one, just off the net though. And Charlie's going to have to get there, but it's out of the zone. Moen will quickly pass it through to Crones. Crones will skate it in and then drop it, but it comes all the way out. So the guy's got to touch up. Jimmy's like, hey guys, let's just get in. We're onside. Nice play there. Drop to Warp. Warp with a glove save. Oh, Jimmy's trying to get Boyd the goalie. Might draw a little bit of irritation from Roseville, but let me tell you what Jimmy looks like if he actually does crash your goalie. You're not going to want to see it.
Yeah, speaking of Zavril, how about his sister Mary Zavril last night? What a performance she had against a lot of her old 12U, 15U teammates from Edina. Well, Old St. Margaret jumped out to that 1-0 lead, carried it through 2 periods, was the better team, in my opinion, for the first 2 periods. Sammy Reber made some adjustments in that 3rd period, and the Hornet girls came out on fire, took over the 3rd period. Of course, their ace in the hole, Emma Connor, 2 goals off assists from Lily Hendrickson and Vivian Jungle. So big 2-1 win.
Richardson over to Cronin. Cronin's got Jimmy trailing behind him, asking for it. Back door, and oh, the goalie got there. I'll tell you, their goalie is plenty quick.
Yeah, that was a good save. Richardson got that shot off pretty quick.
Backhand sauce, Jimmy. Oh, just off the far post. Moen fed Zavril there, and he had him on his backhand, but Cronin's now got it. Hunt, no, good tip by Zav. He sent that one up an elevator. All right, in the corner, another 40 seconds to go. This power play has controlled the puck the whole time. Richie sends kind of a bouncer. Charlie plays it off his feet. Charlie back down to Richardson. Richardson's got Zavril through the middle. Oh, and he just gets clubbed. That's what happens. These boys are strong. Charlie sends one off the back door, trying to get it to Warpy down low. Warpy's like, hey, I'm over here. It's my turn to touch it. Out to the point. Need to get something off quickly. Moen over to Richardson's down low. The boys are banging. Boy, Roseville's doing what they got to do. Charlie holds on to it, but the puck won't settle, and it's going to probably come out. 10 seconds left in the power play. Then Ollie Edina, and Jimmy's just going to dump it in. 9:25 left here. When it's up 3-0. Boy, Patchin on the one-on-one, and he'll take down the big timber. Big number 71. There's a hit in the beat. That's in the back! That was right in the numbers on Vellner. Another brutal hit. There they're coming through, finishing with the elbow. This is turning into a train wreck for Roseville. I got no patience for hits from behind. There's a good play. Mesner pushing it down, and a nice save by Scriver in net. I had said off it, but it's Scriver. Now they're coming in heavy. There's a punch. You got to control the game. You're going to let them hit them back. They're going to retaliate after the whistle. So they blew it a second time after Vellner got punched.
There's your number 12 again.
12 is a complete cannon. He's totally not playing hockey. He's just playing. We'll see how the coaches reward him on the bench. Good to have energy, but you got to play within the rules. There's a shot right off the face-off. This is the line you want to have out, though. Oh, and there's a chance down low, sent well wide. They're buzzing the tower. Oliver's doing a great job. We're halfway through the game. 8:40 to go here, period 2. Mez puts a body on. He's got Fritzy down low. Fritzy digging. I'll tell you, he just leans on him. And out of the zone we come. Hatchie's got an angle. He's going down the boards. Keeps his feet moving, and that's a tie-up. That's an obvious trip. Hatchie won the race, got there. I think these refs are a little overwhelmed. They're not used to seeing this sort of speed. That was a trip, by the way.
All right, 8:20 to play here, 2nd period. Next goal's big, Kip. We love to say it as broadcasters. It's so cliche, but 3-1 versus 4-0. You know, as much as I don't want to see Roseville get that next one, I wouldn't actually mind seeing the boys have a little adversity. I also think it might help keep the game a little bit cleaner.
Yeah. Oh, there's a nice walk around by Mezzi. Mezzi, oh, just missed the net. I agree with you on most things.
You know, Azar, nice dump in there. I just feel like this game's a little bit on edge right now with Roseville.
Yeah, you can sense it. Roseville's not, they're just not in the play. There's 12, he's gonna press it ahead. There's a takeout. Good shoulder to shoulder there. Body to body, they've let everything go.
Word on the street, Mesner over at Holy Family now as well.
Oh yeah,
both siblings.
Well, the Breck coaching situation turned into a bit of a problem.
Well,
they end up resigning here this last week. Head coach.
Well,
the whole
I
staff.
heard the whole staff.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. Here's Mesner there, and they're just looking for any quick shots. They're not used to having a lot of space, so they're taking the shots when they can get them. 7:20 to go here. Mez is the guy you want to have down there with Perry to regulate things. Good bounce behind the net to Azar. It's going to be old-time hockey here for the next half the game. 7 to go. Hurley's going to go wide. You got Russ through the middle. Little toe drag picked off by 71. He's their guy. Call his number a lot. He really is.
He's a good player. He's got good range. He's a skilled kid.
Yeah. One-on-one with Moen. And Charlie handles it, no problem. Good clear there. Charlie used the stick. That puck was long gone. Jimmy get hit. Played through Warp. Warp's got Moen through the middle. Warp. Charlie goes wide. He's got Warpy. Good low chance there. Oh, Jimmy's trailing. Zav goes off the post. Warp's behind the net now. Got Colby working. Johnny out to Charlie. Charlie sends one through, looking for a tie-up. Oh, the puck there. Jimmy's got his stick in, gets hit in the back. Good sequence there of getting some D active.
Hey, these guys are playing quick. I like the way they're moving the puck. They're moving their feet, making Roseville chase in their own zone.
Yeah, Roseville's tempo starting to, you can just see the heads go down as they go to the bench. All right, face-off, Colby with Zavril and Warpinski. Colby leans on. Cronin mowing on it, defense. Warpy spins it back down. So now we're at that part of the game. Just get pucks deep. Start to wear them out. 6 minutes, just dumped in. Played in behind the net. Charlie spins it around, gets it up to Jimmy. Jimmy's got plenty of room to operate. Got Zavril there with Warp. Dumped in. And it hits. Good feed there up to Colby, just in front of him though. Going to play right into Cronin. This line needs to change all the way front to back. Johnny's going to try and get it deep. A couple of changes there for Roseville.
Wait, speaking of Cronin, did we not get his paycheck out to him in time?
I don't know.
Why are we missing
Charlie
him
steps
tonight?
up there. Trying to find the puck. 5:30 to go here in period 2. Still 3-0. 2-0 after 1, and then the Hornets got one. Oh, and a nice effort there by Fritz, digging all the way down in the zone. Oh, turned over, Olshi's got it. Olshi goes for a snapshot just wide. That's a rocket. Olshi lets some timber. He can squeeze that stick and let it fire. Fritzy gets wiped out down there. I hope he's okay. He looks like he is. Drop pass by, oh, and a good save there by Scriver. He got to it, but that was in traffic. And they're just going to turn and throw it up into the netting.
Fritzy checking his blades like it's their problem. We just swapped those out before the game, so we're going to put that on user error.
Yeah, it happens.
And that's going to come out of the zone here.
Out of the zone, Fritz on the draw, Vellner on the right, Richardson on the left, Hatch and Olshi. This line has been very steady. Vellner goes for a little rope-a-dope behind the net. He changed speeds, good play. Good bank up the wall, and it's going to get to Hatch. Hatch has got Fritz trailing, but there's a cavalry of Roseville players too. Hatchie goes to the wall, turns it away. Ice getting to that point of the game where it's kind of a mess. Oh, and a good chance down low, right off the stick. Not an easy rebound to handle. And they're just trying to get it out, which they do. Here's a slow motion 2-on-3. Fritzy's going to pick his pocket. That one floats. Looks like it hit off somebody. Olshi there. Good battle. Good win there. Richardson's got it. Sends a rough pass up to Hatch, but it just squeezes out of the zone. Olshi will change. 21's a pretty good player here. He's got some. Oh, there's a little pick at the blue line, not intentional. There's a goal. Oh man, off the post. What a play. Yeah. I'll tell you, that kid can go. He found some space, and there's a deflection right on Scriver. A little bit lucky here. That was the goal you were talking about. Just off the pipe. Lucky Hornet bounce there.
Great individual play there by 21.
Yeah, we can't let him get through the ice, but he was just moving and shaking. He took a good angle. He skated in off the dot with a hard slide to the left, and it opened up the space. Just went back door and hit the post. Face-off win by Hurley. Sends it to Mez. And here comes Russ. Good play. Through the middle with Perry there. Dumped in. Roseville can sense that if they can find one, maybe there'll be two behind that one. key point of the game here for the Hornets. 3:30, dumped in. Here's Mez. He'll just quickly get it up to Hurley. Hurley's got Russ coming through the center. Good play by Nico to go to the net. Hurley was trying to either catch Mez or...
Messer did a nice job activating
Sure
his
did.
F3. Chopped in, he was available. Love to see our defense jumping in the play like that.
Dumped up the wall. Hurley's going to send one and just gets cut off. And dumped in, around, wound. These are there, very handy. There you go, what a play. If Warby can get there, this is trouble.
2-on-1.
He's got Russ going to the center. Look at the speed by Johnny. Oh, and Johnny was trying to find one over to Nico. Nico steps in on their biggest guy. Now Jimmy's there. Jimmy. Boy, it's a good player down there, 71. It's just,
It really is.
and he's got some size. There's Colby. Through the middle, he's got Warp. I'm trying to find some room. Azar's going to come off. On comes Cronin. Trying to help him over on the left side. And David. Oh, just off the stick there for Roseville. They're trying to make something happen. There's a hard hit and well late. Finished. Puck was gone. Count of one, and then look at Colby, pesky. Out to Crones. Crones will let it rock. Oh, and just off the left post there.
Play like Cronin not to get that shot blocked. He had someone right in his face, and he was able to make the
Unselfish play by Warp there. Crones is going to step down and find an angle. Goes back door, trying to hunt. Moen will get there. Charlie sends it down to Johnny. Johnny, just threw in a good defensive effort there to get down on one knee for Roseville. Out to Moen. Moen sends one through, trying to get a bouncer and gets off the pads. Johnny's there. They're going to spin it up the wall. Charlie sends it down low, and we're going to get a player down. Edina's going to go, is what it looks like.
Get a rough?
Rough against Edina, huh? Or they're going to send them both.
Let me see.
Well, they've started skating together, and Jimmy's saying, hey, easy going, Jimmy. Jimmy's having a conversation. He's learning all sorts of diplomacy over at St. Thomas Academy. That's got to be... They teach him how to be a gentleman off the ice. On the ice, he's a bit of a tiger. All right, Richardson, Vellner on for defense. Olschlager, Hatch up front to kill this one. 1:40 to go in period 2. Key chance. Oh, man. Olschy just giving them all sorts of fits up front. Charlie Olschlager doesn't get enough press. We could call his name every shift. He's out. Look at this. He's just an earnest, hard-working, smart hockey player. And he's already got a great assist on the goal that Hatchie scored. They're going to drop it in, create some space. Going for a little high-low there. Richardson handled him off the post, though, so he didn't let that puck get through. Squared up now, minute left. 3-2. Out to the right D. We'll let him shoot it from there. Well wide. That was Patrick Kane, double eights there. And playing down, good jam there. Oh, and if that didn't go in, what a save. Head scratcher for Roseville. That first save was fantastic by Scriber.
Save.
The second one's just a sizable goalie advantage there. You know, he was down on his pads, but he has enough frame to be able to handle that puck in close range before it can get up and over his shoulder. Classy play there by Oliver.
Oh, yeah, just under a minute to play in the period. Minute 5 left on a man advantage.
You can see how this team could give you all sorts of problems if you don't come ready to play. Look at the battle down low. They're coming back door. Oh, they came all the way. Now they're going to cycle and scissor down low. Scriber there. Goalie was there. Goalie was big. Nice job, Oliver. Here we're coming with speed. Fritzy in on side. Fritzy sends it back all the way across to Mez. Mez has to get back to his right D spot and make the play. Boy, there's a steal down low. Oh, and a good save. He didn't have a lot of time. Look at the doggone lunch pail that Fritz is playing with right now. Just grinding. Now he's going to chase that guy down. Oh, the fake shot there. Nasty, and he didn't have an angle to work with there, but he made a nice play. That puck was gone, and he's going to put a body on. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. That'll do it. So doing the work in the first period sets the tone. Story of the game has been penalties. There's been plenty of them, but it's been 5-on-5 for most of the game, but we had a 5-minute major at the end of the first. 2 or 3 penalties this period. Another half dozen they didn't call, but they're letting them play. Calming things down when they need to. They got Zavel for a rough at 16 seconds remaining here.
Tom's question, you can
Oh, wow.
Oh, you
Shout
wanna
out
do
to
a
Grandma
shout-out?
in Connecticut.
Kinky, yeah.
Kinky.
She's got my brother's the varsity game on her TV, and
Oh,
then
fun.
Oliver's on her phone.
On the phone.
I'm like,
not
Mom,
even an
that is
iPad.
such dedication.
It is. You know what?
Well,
the
iPad
broadcast
would be a
going?
lot
I
for
think
her.
good. As long as your boy keeps scoring goals,
Okay.
we'll keep sounding good, you know? Andy Hatch comes through. Andy Hatch is a Edina hockey legend.
Right?
40-plus goals his senior year.
Is that
Wow.
State tournament. Yeah.
40 goals?
43 goals whatever his senior year.
That's incredible.
That's a lot.
It might have been actually 33, but you know what? Every decade again.
Still a lot. So we got 4 skating. He's got a shin pad off. He's able to put weight on it.
That's good. Totally wanna
Hopefully,
see.
with a bag of ice and a few days rest, he can get back out here and help his boys finish out their districts.
Tell you, by the end of the season, we accumulate fans, friends. Shout out to our buddy Marshall if he's still watching. Works with Charlie golfing. He said he might tune in.
Okay.
If you're looking for world-class golf instruction, Marshall Hoynes is your guy. We got grandparents all over the place. We got folks in Fargo at the Squirt International. Shout out to Louis Z's team.
Oh, yeah.
Rolling up there, I believe. I haven't checked
Is
all the
that
scores.
the Edina Green? I saw they
They
won
got-
their first game.
They did. I don't know how they did this afternoon. They were playing St. Michael Albertville. I assume they took it out of them. Maybe we've got Johnny's older sister Catherine watching down in Chicago. I know Brian Warp is at home right now. You know, Warpy, he's your classic body type for being a cross-country skier.
Oh, he really is. I mean, you
It's
look
exactly
at
what I
him, he just
think of.
screams cross country.
Middle linebacker. But he finished the Berkey last weekend. Has the
Well, that's the only way he's still fitting into those skinny jeans. I don't even know if they're actually skinny cut. He's just got such strong legs.
Well,
that they
and number
look
5
he's-
is his prodigy is showing up. He's got the same chassis. All right, so we're going to go Cronin, Moen, Zavrel, Colby, and then when this gets killed, Zavrel probably, or excuse me, Warpinski, Colby. And when Zavrel gets out of the box here in 16 seconds. Here we go. So we're going to trade a lot of paint third period here. This is the end of the road for both teams before they get back to district play. Warpy's going to take the draw with the new twig. Shout out to General Sports. Oh, Colby comes in on the press. Goalie plays it, makes a nice decision. Their goalie's been good. Both goalies have been good. Scriver's been better. You've seen the saves. I'm not even embellishing a word of that. Nice play to get it out through the middle of the ice. All right, we're back to 5-on-5. Jimmy's on, number 9. That called for a rough. That's going to get dumped in. Handled. Charlie plays it to the wall. Colby chips it. Nice. Oh, that was Cronin that chipped it up to Colby. Warp's going to dump it around. And in goes Zavrel. Not at all deterred. He took on their biggest guy. Puck just behind the net. Jimmy's like, what am I doing here? How come I'm still getting Spider-Man against the boards? Behind the net now. Warp's got Cronin and Moen. Backhand flick to Colby behind the net. Colby. Oh, and a good no-look pass by Jimmy Z there. Boys digging down low. Goalie made the save.
Yeah, he doesn't get his paddle on that. That's like sure goal.
And the Hornets. Good flick up the ice just in front of Johnny's stick, so it'll be icing. He missed him by a foot. Charlie shakes his head on that one. Well, I did see there was an update from Minnesota Hockey that we're at a point where in games, they're in a Zamboni after 2 periods.
I saw that. Olschlager sent that out, I think, to us.
Minnesota Hockey updating
so that's
their
going to
rules.
start on Monday.
Stage 6 is what I guess they're calling that, or whatever.
Yep.
Phase 6. All right, face-off comes out to the top here. Oh, man, there's a goal. That's how it happens. Tipped in by Roseville. They're back in this one, 3-1.
Sure are.
Minute 15 into period 3.
Nice redirect there.
It was.
High redirect.
Well, wake-up call, boys. A lot of hockey to go. That's just the shot in the arm you're talking about.
Yeah, the boys are going to, a little adversity. Keep the game interesting here.
Got a
After
little
they
sleepy.
scored it, though, I decided I don't like it.
Yeah. Well, experience is what you get when you get what you don't want. That's the experience you expected out of Roseville. They're not going to quit. This is a gritty side of town. St. Paul. There's a hit from behind after the puck was going on Russ. That puck was gone as well, but didn't take the 2 steps like his buddy. 13-minute mark now. Good battle there. Oh, here's Hurley. Oh, and right off the shoulder. What a save. Goalie got stung on that one. He's not flexing like that felt great. It caught him right on that line across the top of his jersey. Ref right there to say, hey, how'd that feel? I don't think it might have been neck, but he flinched immediately. 15 feet away, Hurls put it right through the shoulder area. He was hunting high blocker, bar down type stuff. All right, Olshey, Fritz, Hatch. This line has been really good. And this is the sort of game we need them to just exert their will. Here comes Mez. You can see how good a skater Chase is. Plays it down low, backhand, and gets it back. He just follows it quickly up to Hatch. Hatch had to skate around a big hit coming. And their D are not excited to get hit either. Well, Roseville working it down low. Oh, not for long. Fritzy's going to bring it out if he can ever get the puck to cooperate. It's that point in the game where nothing seems to settle. The puck's spinning around on a sheet of frozen sawdust. And there's Fritzy. Oh, hey, heads up, guys. Best save of the game for Offit. I like that he keeps his helmet on, which is mandatory, but he's got his glove on. He's got his stick glove on. All right, they're going to change out the D.
All right, everybody.
Oh, everybody's going.
Yeah, that line was fighting it a little bit on that shift.
All right, here comes Cronin. Colby, Zavril. Oh, and that one hits off a shin guard. Here comes David. Goalie's going to make the decision to come out wisely. Charlie says, get out of my way.
Good play by the Roseville keeper there.
Yep, he did. He made the right decision. Moen's going to go back and grab it. Oh, and then he loses an edge. Speaking of good ice.
Still makes the breakout pass on the save.
Yeah, he did. And here comes Zav through the middle. He's got a lane if he can find it. Looking for someplace to go, and he gets around. Jimmy with a low shot, just wide. Moen's going to come in, holds his alone, gets it to Warp. Warp's going to pivot away from the pressure, then goes backhand. And a good hard play there by Russ. Charlie's going to try and get one through, and it doesn't. That one rose up on him a little bit. Charlie going back and forth with Russ. Nico to Moen. Charlie, oh man, right off one of their big guys. Moen plays it quickly down to Nico. Nico's going to dump it in. That's what we got to do now. 11 minutes. Their D has been steady, but make them dig out of their wall. Jimmy puts a body on. All right, we're playing hockey here. Warpy just leaning on him. Russ out front like we talked about. Vellner with Richardson. Good speed down the wall. This is their guy. Oh, and he's going to get it through. Richardson's going to cut him off, though. Nice play by James. Good support. Hurley back on at center. Push down the wall. Zavril looking at him. Yeah, he's okay. He got a little bit on it. Filter there. Hurley had his life crash before his eyes there. Sliced through and he's going to get hit by their big guy. 71. Perry now on. Oh, and a good takeaway by Willie. Oh, Willie with a little snapshot go. And now he's trying to backhand it out to Hurley. Hatch now. This is a threesome you know can create chances.
Willie Perry really moving his feet right
Yes,
now.
he
He
is.
is flying out there.
Well,
Making plays happen.
There's just not a lot of guys physically as strong
my.
as Willie. What a nice save there. Good shot by her. Perry saw that 5-hole open and goalie shot it as fast as he could and saved it, pressed it into the ice.
Perry gets that big frame moving. His feet are working for him. He creates space, and he's so good at taking that shot in stride, using his strength to flex that stick. He can really get off a rocket with very little time and space.
He carries the ball 300 yards when he's golfing. He can put on things. Willie is and he probably has been doing that for a couple of years. All right, Fritzl on the boards. Back out to the point. Corner there, Razard. Oh, just off the net. Good redirect. Knocked out of the air, I think, by Olshey there. 10-minute mark of period 3. You guys can get on with the rest of your night. Last weekend of February. Oh, and a good play off the post. Fritzy going for a little bank off the post there. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe a little pass off the side of the post. If you hit it just right, it'll kick right out front.
He thinks in terms of angles,
That's
doesn't
a little pond
he? He's a soccer
move.
player.
You know, he's been beat on that play in the backyard by his old man several times. So.
Oh, and there they are right up front. What a glove save. It was a lollipop just floating up in the air, and he grabbed it on the short hop. But I'll tell you, good tender here. What do you think the shots are? I think we're pressing well over 30.
Yeah, boy, it's probably, let's say right around 30.
Right around 30.
I think we've had some stretches where we've had a few and then cooled off a bit.
Oh, what a play by Mezzi. Oh, and just nice. Look at how quick that goalie pressed that foot on. I mean, Nice quick save. Now Colby's working right off the post. In comes Zavril. Zavril pushes back. There's not a lot of love down there. They're not going to send thank you notes. Jimmy, classy as he is, this is what I'm talking about. Here's your stick.
Yeah.
Here's where you can stick it. That's what Jimmy is. He's a classy kid. Jimmy's the sort of kid where, and I've had this said by folks who have driven him to the rink, they're like, I think it was Molly Perry actually that said at one point, you wouldn't know what kind of player Jimmy is on the ice based on the car ride. He's such a nice kid. On the ice, it's all business. Oh, look at the move through the skates there. Jimmy playing confidently. Oh, and it just bounces off. This is offside. Warp jumps over it. And a good exit out of the zone. Hornets 9 minutes to go. Up 3-1. Only goal of the period so far has been Roseville's. Played through. And this is their big gun. He's got a rocket, but that one didn't get off. Misfired.
Roseville's one shot away from making this
They
really,
really are.
interesting.
You can see exactly why Shakopee had problems with him. They're just the sort of team that never quits. They're steady. They've got a good goalie. And you can tell they depend on him. Oh, Jimmy doing a little work. Well, that's Colby right off their own board. On comes Moen with Cronin. They're going to try and stretch one out. It'd be a bad idea now. 8:30. He's going to skate it out. He's going to bank it off the wall. Charlie ties him up, and it'll get in. Crones is there. Backhands it up to Perry, and it's going to come up to Hurley, who is going to take advantage of the change on the back end. Oh, and a hard shot. He just was going far side. I think that one slipped a little bit and got half of what he wanted on it. And boy, you could see how two strides. Who was the guy that we had for years? Marion Gabrick for the Wild. 2 quick strides, and all of a sudden the ice looked like it was half the size.
Yeah.
Moen pulls it off the wall. Going for a tip there.
Now his name's Kaprizov.
Yeah, now it's Kaprizov, and he is. Charlie pulls it off the wall, and it gets out to Hurley. Hurley now, loses it, but nice effort there at Cronin, and another glove save. Boy.
Willie's starting to find his rhythm. You know,
He
he
is.
was plagued with injuries almost the
just it.
entire first 2/3 of the season. He needed some games to kind of find his
Just needs to slow down a little bit.
You know, he is looking really good right now. I really like him this game.
They're telling Russ to back off. Nico's doing what he should do. If they're going to crouch that circle, you crowd it as well. Hard shot, and another pad save to the wall. Good rebound control. Perry steps up, puts a shoulder on. Here they come the other way, 2-on-2. Just going to pitchfork it over. Moen's there. Charlie just spins it out of the zone. Quick play there. Size and strength back on the defensive end. He's looking at his skates like, what's up with that? I can tell you they're freshly sharpened. They're perfectly balanced.
Moen wasn't going to do anything soft off the wall there. That
No.
was very intentional. I'm going to get this out to the neutral zone right now.
Live to fight another
It's not
shift.
going to be picked off.
Here comes Olshey. I like this line for the 4th goal right here. Fritz. You can just, there they
Gotta
go.
go through the body there, Fritzy.
Hard shot. Save cleared. Good clear there by the boys. Out to their D. Oh, he misplays it. Sends it around. We're halfway through period 3. 7:20 to go in the game. 3-1 Edina. Sent to the wall. Olshey's going to get there. With Richardson pressing it up the boards to Olschlager. And it just gets poked off. Vellner's got it now. Dumped in. Charlie was good. Says, haha. Boy, good Fritz, or good play there by Hatch off the boards. Dumps it in. Working. And Roseville flicks it away again. They're trying to snake one through the middle, but a bounce goes Edina's way. Richardson was there, and that's going to end up being waved off for icing. That's good. 6:40. Hatch goes in against their big guy. Boy, nice play by Owen. Got the angle and used his body. Zavril on with a good tie-up. And we're a little offside. They're going to blow it. This is the thumper line you need. You need guys that can roll through. I call them thumpers. I don't know if the right technical term is, but I want heavy lines down the stretch. We don't have a soft line, but
Like, we've got a pretty savvy audience watching, so I
They
think
know.
we can use the technical
Yeah.
terms like thumper and
thumper. I like guys that carry a lot of weight. I like speed too, but Having a warp out there, Zavril out there, Olshey, Fritz, there's a good play. Forcing the goalie to make a stop. A little bit of an intermittent timeout for Roseville.
6:18 to play, third period. This one's been going by fast, Kip.
Yeah, it is.
Although we've been playing for a little over an hour, so we're
Azar tries to press one through. Good block. That's the grit I'm talking about. They'll get down and take the pain to do what they have to do. And Colby squirts it out, gets to the corner, beats the angle, then he evades away. Oh man, so much skill in tight spaces by David. Gets squeezed along the boards. He knows how to use the boards as his friend. Oh, and a good forecheck there by Warp. And he's just going to play it all the way back. Tell you what, the boys are standing tall against some of the chippiness we haven't seen as consistently. District play, you just know you can't lose a fair play point. Roseville just knows this doesn't matter. And it's played up the wall. Mez has to get around both the official and make the play, and he gets back there. Let Zavril, Jimmy made a nice play to get down on his knee. And now Mez just going to use his feet and kick it over to Azar. A lot of time, not a lot of time left now. Early there.
That's a hook.
We're gonna hook. They got that one.
Oh, he's gonna say what?
So it's pretty clearly a hook. He's unclear why he got called because they've let that stuff go on the rush a couple different times. So 5:12 left. Hornet power play will come on. Fritz, Patch, Olshager, Mesner, and Vellner. 10-10. This is not mite hockey ice times. The boys stay up late. Nice backhand, no look pass. Oh, and it just squeaked under Vellner's feet there. And played it D to D where the boys are going to touch up. Tries to go cross ice to feed it over to Olshey on the boards. Dumped in. So let's get one more, boys. 3-1 looks out to Mez. Mez gets it down on the ice again, over to Hatch. Hatch can take that lane right there. Goes for a low shot, it ricocheted off the skate. Olshey gets to it. Spun behind the net, back to Olshey. Vellner came all the way down from his D spot. Minute 20 to go in the power play. Fritzy, soft pass over to Olshey, trying to give a little high-low, give and go. Oh, and he's going hunting. Ooh. I'd say the goalie from waist up has been 100%.
Yep.
He's really good. This goalie will keep you in a game. They're pretty even goals against and goals for. They're used to scoring more goals. Moan with a little high-low there. Joey just flips one through, trying to make anything happen. It was a low-quality shot. Trying to create a rebound is all he was doing.
We had three guys out in front of the net.
That was the idea. You're right.
We had a numerical advantage in front of the net. And then Mullen's job is to get the puck into that numerical advantage, and he did it.
Backhand over to Richardson. Richardson, they're coming out to put some pressure on, and Zavril's going to get there. Putting the body on, chipped out. 40 seconds left. Good effort there, just out of the zone. No, it stayed in. Now Zavi's going to skate through. Jimmy goes for a shot, and it hits off a stick. And we're going the other way. Mullen will take that one, no problem. And we're just offside. We're touched now. Good soft pass. Two first-year defensemen. Patch getting squeezed along the board, skates through it. That tells you the strength the Cronin's got. Patch went an entire season last year not wearing anything but shorts to the rink. Good shot there and a glove save. Charlie's going back door. Looking for a deflection. 13 seconds left.
So why do you only wear shorts to the rink?
He just loves to wear shorts. He's not a pants guy.
How about this year? Is he still wearing
I
shorts?
should check. We haven't seen the kids quite. We're all in this 15 minutes early thing.
Yep.
And I'm in such a hurry to go down and drink
Good
Fireball
call.
with you.
Hey, not on camera.
Wait, sorry. There was a nice little. Oh, Willie going down low. There's four. Hornets
Russ
get it.
again?
Russ
Russ
again.
again?
So the penalties mount and hurt Roseville.
We're going to start calling any backdoor rebound goal a Russ.
That's exactly right. It's a Nico.
He just got a Nico.
The number 6, Nico Russ. Two goals tonight.
These guys have been Nico twice tonight.
They've been Nico'd twice.
No panic in his game. He collects it and he puts it in.
No, he's got incredible hands. There's a face-off coming back into the Hornet zone. Azar's just going to press it off. So we're truly in garbage time now. Up 3 goals with 3 minutes left. Head on a swivel, gents. You got a lot of hockey that's more important than what we have left here. Hurley's going to drop it into Perry. Perry goes to get it. Russ there, a good low shot. He's not done scoring. Think he's tired? No. The boys are in good shape. I've had a chance to watch a couple of the ends of practices. They get skated. They've got the endurance. Oh, a nice play there by Azar. Handled that one into his feet. Russ right there. He's going to skate to space. Just work it low. Tried to get it low. Oh, and then he gets smacked well off the puck. Olshey's now on with Fritz. Dumped away. Olshey's going to send it. Got his hands up. Knew it was coming. It's a pretty tired Roseville team. They've worked their butts off. And Cronin's on. Nice cross-ice recognition by Fritz. Fritzy trying. Oh, beauty! High, low, low, high. And
Nice
then
backdoor pass by Patch, and Fritz went top cheese.
90 feet of passes, and I might be exaggerating by no more than 10. So Fritzy fed him on a saucer. Cronin had just come on, and Cronin was smart enough to go, all right, you guys are all looking at me. Guess who's going to the Hunt back door?
That was a high, low, high.
And,
no, low, high, low.
And it was buried up in the top corner of the net. We're very proud of that goal. That was a high skill goal. And here's Olshey on the draw. It's not over. Olshey, oh, what a save. Credit the goaltender for totally selling out to do what he had to do. That was a butterfly down there. Hatch there. Hatch doesn't mind a hit. Here's Olshey again. They're giving up space. And Fritzy's there. That was one of the more elegant highlight reel goals of the season.
I'll say. Hope we got it all. I had to move the camera low to high to low quickly.
So the Hornet team is as good as advertised. There's a high level of grit on this team. This team's got some sandpaper. Cronin's just going to send it in on net. 2 minutes left.
Yeah, I think we're pushing 40s in the shot count here. We're out shooting these
well,
guys.
that's just it.
Probably 3-4 to 1.
There's just no change in tempo from line to line. Now, all the lines skate well. Oh, and another deflection down low. Zavril had a beautiful backhand redirect there. Now Warp sends it over to Colby. Colby tried to get it back to Cronin, and Cronin holds the wall. It's going to squeak out. And it's offside. He then will have to touch up. Moen on it right D. Warp. Zavril up front. And dumped in. Nothing goofy. Number 12. Charlie's just going to send one around to the 5-iron. Colby deflects it off. Heads up, David. There we go. This is the time of the game where I do pucker up a little bit.
Yeah, this is last minute, 20 seconds here. Everyone's got to keep their head up.
Yep, Colby, nice job. Just dump it in. Let them go get it. David says, yeah, no, I'm going to try and work it in and make a play. And then I'm going to step in on the biggest guy on the ice. I think I'm, at least on their team. And Cronin's going to send a deflection down. That hit off Jimmy's stick. What a redirect that was. Minute to play now. Charlie's looking for anything. Oh, he's trying to find a backdoor buddy. And he scored 2 goals that way.
71's definitely the tallest on the ice. Willie Perry might be a little bit thicker.
Oh, the Hornets not letting up at all. Good. Oh man, none of those passes were easy, and the boys moved it in a regroup. Puck was on its edge the whole time. 30 seconds now. Oh, and the pickoff. Cronin's hunting always. That one's going to come all the way down. Charlie will just move it up the wall. 20 seconds. Well, thanks to everybody that enjoyed the night in Roseville. Classy team, the Edina Hornets. Roseville played their butts off. I got to give them a lot of credit. So that'll do it. 5 seconds.
Good awareness by Mullen there not to send a tough pass out.
Yeah, that'll do it. Well, the refs managed the discipline they needed to keep the game under control. And credit Scriver, gave up 1, and he was solid. At times it got pretty tenuous in front of him. It wasn't a 5-1 game. It was a 3-1 game until the very end.
Great redirect there.
Wisconsin fan base. Great line by the commentator. Johnny Work gets pushed around and elbowed like a guy trying to get a beer in Wisconsin. They loved it. And then he goes, watching this hockey is great, and the announcers are an added treat. So
well,
you guys got a big Wisconsin following.
we love our
Thank
Wisconsin
you.
fans. We're
you,
looking
Kelly.
for sponsors. We've got spring in the air, and you know where you go to get your spring supplies? Sunnyside Gardens.
Yeah, with an S. There's more than one garden there.
Absolutely right.
Multiple
Sunnyside Gardens. They're at 44th, right next to
44th in France.
44th in France. You get your all your needs. You can get cheese, wine, beer. Emilio's there, but you're really going for Sunnyside Gardens. It's really had a nice game. Speaking of that, it's Mike and Julie Hurley. We appreciate their sponsorship.
Good response from the Hornets, giving up a goal early in the third period. Roseville made a nice push. Edina came right back, reestablished zone possession, worked that cycle well. And when the Roseville defense wanted to drop down and try to break that cycle, they went to their D. And they played the screen game in front of the net. Got a couple rebound goals there, I think.
It's a well-coached Hornet team. They'll adapt. You're not going to be able to be one-dimensional against them. And frankly, I wouldn't want to play Roseville in Regions.
No, it's a team that's capable. They've got enough skill. They've got good goaltending, which is a must in Regions. And they've got a little grit to them.
They do.
So
As
I
advertised.
expect that they'll make it to Regions and probably fare well. Our next telecast is going to come Monday against Jefferson. Big
Jefferson,
D6
yeah,
tilt.
Jefferson sniffing that second spot.
They really are. Yep. They had a big 5-1 win over Chaskatchewan just a day before the Hornets faced Chaskatchewan. So they're feeling pretty good right now about their game. They have not lost since back-to-back losses against Edina and Shakopee. Since then, they've ripped off 5-6 wins in a row.
Yeah,
so they're
and
playing
potent.
some good hockey.
They're potent. They skate well, and they'll be in our barn though.
Yeah.
Historic Braemar Ice Arena. So set your calendar.